Hello, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you tune in and see this. So, this is going to be a general reading for both Aries and for Taurus for January. We went a little bit into January in the December readings, but this is your full official January reading. All right. So, we're going to start with Aries and then go to Taurus. And I will be providing timestamps for both for some people who may just want Aries or some people who may just want Taurus. All right, so I'm just making sure that we're going public on Facebook right now, and then I want to check the sound real quickly, make sure we're good before we get into the reading. But yes, again, Happy New Year to everybody. Okay, so our sound is good. Oh, and I'm going to just set a general timer once we start so I kind of know what time it is. But again, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you may have Aries and Taurus in your chart. So we're going to do a quick sound bell here to just kind of clear the energy, and then we're going to get started. All right. So if you are sensitive to sound, you can feel free to turn it down temporarily. But yeah, this is going to be for Aries for January 2025. All right. I think that was a pretty good one. I'll just put that kind of over there, up out of the way. So when I shake this bowl that has the bones and charms, it will make a little bit of noise as well. So again, if you want to temporarily turn it down, that is fine. All right, so just bear with me. Thank you guys for your patience, for your likes, for your views, your sharing of the video, all that stuff. All right, and your subscriptions that are free on YouTube. So spirits, please guide my hands, please. Messages for fire sign Aries, the Ram, for January 2025. Messages for fire sign Aries, the Ram, for January 2025. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for the highest good? Messages for Aries. Oops, a little bit more. Messages for Aries. Messages for Aries for January 2025 for the highest good. Oops. I didn't mean to knock that over. Okay. Messages for fire sign Aries, the Ram, for January 2025 for the highest good. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Messages for Aries. Messages for fire sign Aries, the Ram, for January. For January, what do they need to see? What do they need to know for the highest good? Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for fire sign Aries for January 2025 for the highest good. Whoa. All right. So everything is out, Aries. You are having a lot going on, which is not a bad thing, but you have a little bit of all of your bones and charms in the different sections here on the mat, which we will go over in a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and flip over some of the charms that aren't too close to each other. So when I do take the camera down in a few minutes, you can see everything. Make a little bit more sense when you can see it. But yeah, Aries, you have, like I said, a lot going on. So that's not a good or bad thing, just something we're observing so far. Turn this music down a little bit. Oh, okay. So I will take a picture that I'll post later too. I do it for all the zodiac signs. For some people who may want to look at it again later. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. So let's just move a couple of the bones and charms inward a little bit so that doesn't alter the reading. It just makes it easier for you guys to kind of see. So anything that's fallen outside of the black mat is just past energy. So we'll go over it again when we get into the reading. But I just wanted to say that. Okay, so take our picture. All right. So Aries, now I want to kind of find out where Spirit wants to start your reading, since it's different for every reading, okay? And then I'll take the camera down. All right, so Spirits, please guide my hands once again. Messages for Aries. Where you want to start this Aries January reading, please? Where would you like to start this Aries January reading? Where would you like to start this Aries January reading? So there's like two spots here. Turn that down. Okay, so you have two hot spots, I'll say, right? So one is over here, Aries, in work and money. Okay, we're picking up a lot of energy where they wanted to possibly start. And then you have another section here in the spiritual unconscious that was very hot as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start in work and money and then go into that next section. But like I said, you have a lot going on with a lot of your bones and charms kind of spread out. So I just put my pen there. So we'll go ahead and start. And let me just grab the camera here. All right. So just want to give you guys kind of that bird's eye view for a second so you can see everything. So for people who are new or coming back and haven't been here in a while, we do have these, different sections that are divided by those dotted lines, right? So we're going to start, in work and money. Then we have spiritual and conscious, we have body and mental health, and then we have relationships and love, okay? So it was interesting. It was kind of drawing me to this spot where there's actually nothing, which is okay. It just means that Spirit wants to start in the past, okay, out here in terms of work or money. Now, if you come and when you come to this reading, it could be about you or someone you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment situation. So always take what resonates and makes sense to you and always trust your own intuition, of course. All right. But yeah, we're going to start here in the past in this work and money section. Okay. So the first three things that I see is we've got the ship anchor here. All right. And we also have the listening bells over here. We've got the angel coin here on top of the fork. Okay. So it looks like it could be in the past here, Aries, that somebody was possibly listening to or wanting to get some kind of direction, right, from their angels, spirit guides, guardians, right, passed on loved ones, friends, whatever you want to call it, okay? Um, and maybe, someone here in the past or this energy in the past, if it's not a person, was also trying to find where they find their freedom and their safety, right? So we drop our ship anchor when we need to stop, and we lift it when we need to go. So that's that freedom and that safety, okay? So, with the angel being on top of the fork here, this is really interesting, Aries. It's like perhaps in the past, some kind of messages were coming through to you or to someone else or to the energy about what you're digesting when you're at work, okay? And it's not what you're eating when you're at work. I mean, for maybe a random group or a small few, but really what it's talking about is what are you digesting at work, with the money, the finances, or where you're being valued. So perhaps some higher vibrational energy here again was trying to get you or someone else to really think about this Aries in the past. And we did have the listening bells all the way out here. So perhaps in the past it felt a little bit more disjointed or not connected, because it would have been cool if like they were all together like that. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, right? It could just be that that's how the energy was showing up here in the past. Now, also in the past, on the white mat that we're going over here in your first section in work and money, we also have the baby that's right on the line between these two sections. Okay, so this could be about your children, Aries, or someone else's, or just like a childlike energy here in the past that perhaps was like influencing the work or the money or the finances or being valued here. Okay, but again, this is just the past energy that we're picking up, and then we're moving forward. All right, so the first thing that I see here, Aries, is we do have, sorry, my finger was in the way. We do have this turkey wishbone here, and then we also have the broom. So it could be like throughout the month of January and even further, okay, or even a little bit in the past, since all my readings that I do are timeless. It could be that someone is wishing here for something in terms of their work, their money, their finances are being valued, but there still needs to be something cleared away here as well with the broom. Okay, I do love if we pull back out. Okay, and I don't know, there we go. Camera's focusing better now. We have a green lucky rabbit's foot here. A little bit is in the other section, but majority of it is in work and money and finances are being valued. So that's beautiful. Okay, who doesn't want that? Nice, good luck here, Aries. Now, inside of the turkey wishbone's legs, right, we have the coffin. And if we go back to the angel, it's another symbol, okay, for passed on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides. Okay, so maybe someone is really wishing for some good luck, because we also have over this way inside of those turkey wishbone's legs, like not directly inside, but in its like angle, okay, we have the horseshoe and the ladybug. So perhaps someone is really wishing for some good luck here and something to do with the spiritual team, okay, pass on loved ones, friends, ancestors, etc. All right, and this is directly related here, really interestingly, Aries, with your support system here. Okay, there's a need to go with the flow with your support system, whether it's people who've passed on or on the other side of the veil, spiritual energy or spiritual team, but it could also be people that are still alive. Because here, what's touching the turkey wishbone is the fish vertebrae here, okay? Our backbone, our support system. But because it's a fish and it's a water animal, right, it's like needing to go with the flow here, okay? And finding some type of flow with the support system at work or with the work, the money, the finances. We've definitely got a lot of masculine energy here as well, okay, with that masculine charm there, Aries. And it looks like over time, this masculine energy, right? And we all have masculine and feminine inside of us. Okay, so it's not about gender, but this masculine energy over time is going to bring more prosperity and success, okay, at work or with the work, the money, the finances are being valued. So, as a stereotype, if we're talking about higher vibrational masculine energy, we're talking about being more proactive or aggressive in a certain way, okay? Because there is a big like work and money and finances transformation happening here, Aries, again, either for you or someone else, or just the energy. There's a lot of questions here throughout the month and even in the past or a little bit into the future about the work, the money, or the finances. But I do like that this masculine energy here, that arrow, is pointing to not only the green lucky rabbit's foot, but the freedom cuffs underneath it. Okay, so pointing towards more freedom. All right, and remember we said in the beginning that in the past there was like this listening for, well, where can I feel safe and free at work with the work, the money, the finances, being valued. So then here it's like finally coming in that way. And there's all this beautiful good luck around it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen right away because we do have the rope charm here. So it's like over time, right? And there's a lot of clearing that still needs to be done. Okay, so not only with the broom here, Aries, but also with the leaf charm here. Okay. Um, and then we have the bat, another symbol for good luck. This is definitely about vibrations as well and communicating with our voice, okay, or other people's voices, and how important that is and the vibrations that we give off, right? Because bats can't see, so they're using their other senses. So there could be something here as well, Aries. Now, when we go this way, we also have the mermaid, okay, and the envelope right on the line. So it's going to apply to both of these sections, okay? So there could be a letter, message, document, or opportunity that you're going to give or someone's going to give to you, or it comes in general, right? But it's something that someone's wished for a really, really long time. It could even be related to past lives here with the mermaid, okay? Um, Now, as we go this way to your center circle, all right, that intersects with all these different sections, and hopefully the camera will focus in a second. But anyway, you can see the center circle there. Sometimes if I go too fast, it doesn't want to focus. But whatever is in this section affects all the different things, okay? So what we have here, Aries, is the skeleton hand. All right, we got the twin fish, Pisces energy on top of it. The skeleton hand is touching the safety pin, the leaf, okay, and then the bat. So the skeleton hand, just like the coffin and the angel coin back here, is another symbol for passed on loved ones, friends, family, guardian angels, ancestors, spiritual team on the other side beyond the veil. So this could have something to do with the Pisces or during Pisces season here, Aries, this year, last year, of next year, or maybe even where you have Pisces in your chart or someone else does. Or it has nothing to do with the Pisces zodiac frequencies and is more about needing to go with the flow here and really continue that cleansing energy because your spiritual team is saying it's safe. Okay, there's a big thing here about safety, and that's so beautiful. All right, and there's definitely, again, that good luck energy with the bat and something about communicating with our vibrations and with our voice. So that's going to be happening overall this month, Aries, and kind of intersecting with all these different sections, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and move into the spiritual unconscious because that's where the other energy was really strong in the beginning. Remember, we had it like here and then also right here where this chair is. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm going to start. Turn it on its side so you can see that it's a chair, right? So when we get to the spiritual unconscious section here, Aries, this is about our intuition, right? What we feel when we're sleeping, when we're alone, right? Whatever you want to call it. But on this map, they're just calling it the spiritual unconscious. So when the chair shows up here, and again, we got another listening aspect here with this my listening seashell. So if we put this up to our ear and it was a bigger shell, we could hear the ocean. So listening being a big theme as well. And this time it's also listening to spirit. Over here we had angels, we had the coffin here wishing for something. Excuse me. We had the skeleton hand here in the center. So spiritual stuff is really important throughout the month or whenever you see this, Aries. It's like, where do I feel spiritually unconsciously at home? okay? Or it could have something to do with your physical home, wherever you live, right, in the 3D world, okay? Um, but perhaps someone is listening here for, you know, when can I make this leap of faith? Or when is the other person, or when is the energy going to shift to this leap of faith, okay? And leaps of faith are about doing something where we don't know the outcome, right? But I see answers here coming in for you, Aries, spiritual answers, unconscious, intuitive answers. Here with the key charm, I see this beautiful new ideas also coming in right on the line here in the spiritual unconscious. Okay, I need a sip of water. Guys, I've been shoveling like nonstop the last 2 days, and incense and all sorts of things just affecting my allergies. So excuse me. But anyway, over here, we also have the honeybee here, my first honeybee, Aries. We've got the turtle, and then we have the snake vertebrae here, okay? So it's like needing to go slow here, Aries, with something to do with individual power and community power, and how we are seeing that support show up for ourselves and others, right? And finding that evolution with that, okay? Because the snake vertebrae, it's our support system, it's our back, right? But it's also because it's a snake. So where is the evolution there? Where's the change? Where do we shed our skin? Okay, so to speak, and keep going. There's a need to really go slow here with that, okay? But be open to it, because again, all these beautiful new ideas and answers coming in. There's also something kind of going on over here, right on the line, Aries, where we have some type of wish, okay, being here. So this could be one wish or a group of wishes, whatever you want to call it, okay, or however it may resonate for you. But if we go this way, remember you had all this masculine energy here, and work and money and finances being valued. Well, over here, right on the line between the two, is that feminine charm. So now we have feminine energy. And if we look this way, this is my charm for Capricorn, okay? So it could have something to do with the Capricorn, sun sign Capricorn person, or where you have Capricorn in your chart, or the other person does, or Capricorn season of this year, of last year, of next year, or it has nothing to do with Capricorn zodiac frequencies. And it's about, okay, how do we be resilient and put in the hard work with the spiritual unconscious, with our intuition, with how we feel late at night when we're sleeping, when we're alone, okay? But Capricorn energy is very supportive of that turtle over there, okay, because it's earth energy. It moves a little bit slower, okay? But I like it because it's resilient and it doesn't give up, okay? It's like the goat that goes up the mountain, and if they fall down a little bit, they're going to pick back up and keep going up the mountain. They're never giving up, okay? Now, if we go this way, Aries, I also want to see what's a little bit in the past. You have a lot of stuff in the past showing up that could be impacting the black part of the mat, which would be your current present energies, okay? So here, Aries, we have the balance scales, Libra energy. We got the peace doves, and over here we have the other bumblebee, okay? I don't know if I said butterfly earlier, but that's a bumblebee. Oh no, your butterfly was here. Okay, anyway, all the animals and insects, I guess. But yeah, here in the past, spiritually, Aries, there could have been like this beautiful balanced energy, an equal give and take, right? Could have something to do with the Libra during Libra season, where you have Libra in your chart, or it has nothing to do with the zodiac frequencies, and it's just about that equal give and take and balance and beauty and justice, right? Venus energy, Libra energy. When we see the peace doves over here, this is beautiful as well. Beautiful, peaceful energy in the past, impacting a lot of this. And again, focusing on the bumblebee here, individual power and community power. So the bumblebee serves the queen bee, right? And so if the bumblebee quit and then all the other bumblebees quit, then there would be no honey and the queen bee would die. So that's why it's individual and community power, okay? And thinking about those things. Now, if we go this way here, Aries, this is very interesting. Okay, I can see here in the past, in the spiritual unconscious, we've got healing energy with the lizard. We've got healing emotions, perhaps here with the cup. Okay, we've got the human teeth bone. We've got the lock. So chewing over and digesting how to maybe deal with some stagnant energy here. There was a lot of movement in the past, and maybe planting seeds here with the corn charm on top of the bicycle, planting seeds of something with substance, okay, that's going to take root spiritually, unconsciously, intuitively. Now, there's also with the hummingbird here, Aries, could have something to do with like um, what you're naturally good at, what makes sense to you in your gut, okay, your gut reactions to things, just so you can see it, I'm flipping it over. Um, not caring what other people think also in the past was also here. Maybe not caring what other people think about your emotions, or not caring about what other people think in terms of your healing, because you're like in the past, or some energy or a person here was like, I need to move this stagnant energy. I need to plant these seeds. So I'm not going to care, okay, necessarily what other people think. Because the hummingbird flies backwards, but it gets the sweetest nectar, and it's the fastest bird. Okay, so again, this is past energy that is impacting what's going on here in the future, current, present energies. So here we also have the raccoon claw here, Aries, and we have a small, tiny piece of the snake vertebrae here. So needing to go with the flow, with our spiritual unconscious support team. Okay, so again, pass on loved ones, friends, family, um, guardian angels, all those things, okay, whatever you want to call it, or wherever it might, resonate for you. We also have some masculine energy here with the coyote penis bone here, Aries, again. So in the spiritual unconscious, you've got masculine and feminine. And then remember, you had mainly masculine in the work and money, finances, or being valued. Okay, so that's definitely cool to see here. Excuse me, because there could be more of a balance spiritually, unconsciously, in the intuition, excuse me, with both that masculine and feminine energy that we all have inside of us. So that's really cool. All right, just taking a couple more sips of water there. Okay, so now I want to move into your next section here, Aries, once the camera focuses again. But now we're going to go into your body and mental health, or someone else's, however, right? Or the general environment situation, however you want to call it, okay? Um, so I want to start with this past energy, and then we'll kind of move forward. That's kind of what Spirit is telling me, okay? So what I can see here in the past, Aries, we've got Cupid here, all right? We've got your buckeye, we've got your nutmeg, we've got your conch seashell, we have the star, we have the elephant, we have the seahorse, we have the ship charm, and underneath it is the water. So let's kind of just stop there and talk about some of this, all right? But the Cupid is my symbol for loved ones, okay? People that we love, and all that good stuff. So not just romantic love, but platonic love with friends and family, all the types of love, self-love too. So it's pointing towards the nutmeg, okay? I'm sorry, the buckeye. So this is like abundance. Both of these symbols are abundance, okay? So perhaps in the past, maybe people that you care about and that care about you were really like, how can we have more abundance in our body, in our mental health, okay? To be more healthy overall. So that's really beautiful. Now, also here in the past, Aries, we have feminine energy with the seashell. It could be this feminine energy was supporting, like following your North Star here, or someone's North Star. There could have been a lot of emotions here with the water charm. And then those emotions is really interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen the water charm like under the ship charm like that, or it's been some time if I have before. So it's like all these emotions maybe were causing this movement as well. This could have had something in the past here, Aries, to do with actual physical travel, or just something about moving around water and how healing water can be. Now, this with the seahorse here also could have had something to do with family, with parents or being a parent, your blood family. But it could also be, if it's not that, your tribe, right? Your group of people that not don't have your same blood, but are your family or feel like your family. Okay, so this, they could have been supportive of this, or it was because of family, things were more emotional maybe in the past here, Aries, and trying to figure out, like, yeah, how do I follow my North Star to have better health? All right. Also, here in the past and in the future, current, present energies with the elephant kind of half and half on the white mat and the black mat. This could have something to do with memories. Okay, so memories of the body and the mental health. Okay, and maybe this had something to do with our environment here with the spider web. There could have been a lot of confusion in our environment. This could be growing up or just in the past in some way, because it's confusing memories in the environment that maybe impacted someone's body and mental health, is what I'm seeing here. But then on the other side of that, and just move it back the way it was because it's hard to see on all these little designs on the mat, we also have the witch charm here. So she is my symbol for a friend, a group of friends, or a friendly type of energy. Okay, so even though there was like some confusion here or still going on, there's a friendly energy that wants to help as well. Okay, Aries. So that's really nice to see. Now, before we get to this stuff, I want to go back here a little bit in the past as well. So anytime we see a skull in a reading, right? I have two skulls in my kit. That can tell us where someone's mind is at or where it will be, that kind of thing. Okay, so we can see perhaps this month or even into the future, a little bit in the past, right? Since time is fluid and relative and my readings are timeless, someone's mind is heavy on relationships and love, all types of relationships. And also in the past here, someone's mind was heavy on body and mental health. Okay, now, perhaps someone or some energy in the past was really trying to figure out what makes them happy with their overall health. And they started to manifest, or wanting to manifest, this beautiful strength energy here with Leo the lion. Maybe it started in the past and then it's still going on in the future, current, present energies here, Leo. So we also have with the raccoon, the first raccoon penis bone here, a lot of masculine energy. So being proactive about the details here in the past with someone's health or with your own. Okay. And I forgot to flip this one over because I couldn't really see it before. But here we have the book charm. So maybe somebody was going over the details and they had some type of knowledge here in terms of someone's body and mental health or your own. Okay, now this could have something to do with a Leo, sun sign Leo person, or where you have Leo in your chart could be a clue, or Leo season, or it has nothing to do with Leo zodiac frequencies, and it's more about that fiery energy. And Aries, you're a fire sign, or depending on where you have Aries in your chart and you're watching this reading, right? It's like getting fired up physically in the body and with the mental health. That's really cool because that energy is part of health, right? That's Indian call it Agni, right? Your digestive fire or your fire in your body, but it's not just digestive. It's that fire in your body. I don't know how to describe it. It's the fire energy. All right. So this knowledge that came in, maybe started in the past and going over the details into the future, present energies here, Aries, also provided some type of yes here, okay, for you or someone else or the energy in general. Now, this is interesting too because on top of the yes coin here, Aries, we have the irresponsibility charm or coin. It's not a coin. It's what do I call it? Irresponsibility. I don't know what I usually call it. It doesn't matter. That's weird. I don't know why I'm focusing on that. It's the irresponsibility charm. We'll just call it a charm and keep it moving. But this is on top of the yes, and then we have Pegasus, the winged horse here, and then very close but not touching is the apple. Okay, so here, Aries, um, because of this yes, somebody could like view this yes as being irresponsible, or somebody or some energy could view this yes as being too free. It's really interesting here with Pegasus, the winged horse. Okay, now this judgment, whether it's you or someone else or the energy, could come from a teacher, a mentor, a guide, and or, because we're in body and mental health, a doctor, a trainer, or something like this, or your own leadership qualities. Okay, but there's definitely like a judgment thing happening here. Okay, now still really good energy in this section. I do like that a big piece of the puzzle during this reading at this time when you see this here, Aries, is the cleansing element here with the feather. Okay, so clearing and cleansing something in the body, in the mind. It was very close to the head here. Okay, so maybe it's more emphasis, and also with Pegasus, the winged horse here, on the word mental on the mat. So maybe it's like extra piece of the puzzle during this time, Aries, is more clearing and cleansing in the mind, not just the body, but the mind being a big thing here. Okay, now more on the body side, perhaps, but could be both, body and mental. We have the dog ankle bone here, so flexibility, striving for flexibility in the body and the mind could be a big thing here this month, or just in general, right? Since readings are timeless. But also, right on the line here, I can see this human tooth bone, and then we've got another coyote penis bone, very interestingly, on top of the armadillo vertebrae piece. It's a really small bone. I don't know if you guys can see, right? Hold on, let me see if the camera will focus again in a second. But anyway, this is like, well, how can we be, you know, leaning into the masculine energies as far as our support system, okay? And maybe how that helps us with the body and the mental, but also relationships and love, your last section that we'll get here to in a second, okay? Because it's like masculine energy here, we've got it again here with that second raccoon penis bone, and then here with that coyote penis bone. All right, so that's just my little timer letting me know roughly what time it is. All right, but yeah, we said earlier here, Aries, overall throughout the month, okay, there's your spiritual team wanting you to go with the flow with something here and continue to do your cleansing. Your spiritual team also wants you to know that you are safe, or someone is safe here, or the energy is safe. It's not if it's not a person. There's a lot of good luck here with the bat, and there's a real emphasis on the voice or communicating with vibrations, since bats are blind, right? All right, so now that we're in your last section here, relationships and love, these are all relationships. Relationship with yourself, self-love, with friends and family, and with a romantic partner. All right. So here I can see, Aries, that that masculine energy perhaps started in the past, okay, with that raccoon penis bone on the white part of the mat and then coming here on the black mat. Perhaps there was some challenges here with that mountain charm, but then it could be also here, Aries, that Saturn wanted to come in here and, you know, get organized. So father time, Saturn energy is, yeah, almost like not a scolding father figure, but like the dad that's like, okay, let's get organized, let's pay the bills, right? But we're not in work and money, we're in relationships and love. So getting serious about the challenges in our relationships, okay? So this could be heavy on your mind here this month, or someone else here, Aries. Chewing over and digesting with this deer tooth bone here, maybe how to get back to the more innocent or pure energy in one relationship or all your relationships. I do like the seashell here too, lots of feminine energy showing up here. And then there's a balance. We've got feminine energy here and masculine energy here, Aries, with that coyote claw, okay? And so the coyotes are pack animals, so it could be something about teamwork showing up here as well, or just manifesting in general. So because if we go this way, Aries, right? And this was more like that, just so you know, I knocked it over a little bit. It was like a little bit of your green lucky rabbit's foot. It was like right on the line. Is in relationships and love. It was like that pretty much. Okay, so there is good luck here. But I wanted to show you too here, Aries, this alligator claw. So just like the coyote claw, it's like reaching for something. It's manifesting something, right? And maybe what we're trying to manifest here, or someone, or the energy, Aries, is how to have more abundance here with the money bags charm in our relationships. And also I can see, look, we got the yin and yang, how to have more balance in our relationships. Okay, so lots of good luck energy. Also, the alligator claw is a symbol for good luck. Some people carry it in their pocket, right? In a mojo bag or something. So chewing over and digesting as well here, Aries. Now we have the bobcat tooth. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to like flip it over. This is kind of white on white. There you go. So you can see it a little better. Okay, so someone chewing over and digesting these things. Now, I usually say whatever is fallen on the heart, because we have the money symbol here, we have a cross over here, spiritual and conscious, we have a body, someone meditating here, body and mental health, and then here we have the heart. Is whatever falls on the heart can be stuff also about the heart chakra. So in our relationships, energetically, right? Someone maybe is really wanting to have more balance there and more abundance, okay? So that's really beautiful. Who doesn't want that, right, Aries? So as we go, okay, I'll just leave that there because it doesn't have to be perfect. As we go this way, we also have perhaps somebody needing to cut something away, and it could have something to do with a higher up person, someone that has more knowledge, or it could even be your own leadership qualities here with that crown, but there's something that needs to be cut away here. And someone's thinking a lot about that. It could be cutting away something about relationship goals with ourselves and others, okay? So we have the symbol for Sagittarius here, so it could have something to do with the Sagittarius, Aries, or during Sagittarius season, or where you have Sagittarius in your chart, or it means none of that zodiac stuff, and it's again our relationship goals. So where do we pull back that arrow and want to hit a target? There's a lot of past life energy here, maybe wanting for a long time to again cut something away here. If it's like, where did we say that there, oh yes, back here in your body and mental, that there was a judgment happening here with that irresponsibility energy being on top of Pegasus, like a judgment of how much freedom someone is having with their body or their mental health. Over here, it could be because of the crown being there and needing to cut away. It could be another judgment thing about somebody that has more knowledge about relationships, or thinks they do, right? Or it's your own stuff, okay, needing to cut away something here. But this is directly also connected, Aries, with your dreams here, your dreams that you have for all of your relationships with the dragonfly here. And remember, if we lift this up and move it, okay, what was also on the line with work and money that we talked about earlier is that mermaid with the envelope charm. So the seashell and the mermaid are like, can be passed on past lives energy. but it could also be something that we've wanted for a long time, kind of this ancient energy. So there could be some type of letter, message, document that you've been waiting for a long time here in terms of one of your relationships or all your relationships here, Aries. It could be something that you're going to get or someone's going to give to you, or it comes in general from your spirit guides, ancestors, your spiritual team. But there's also, look at that, another good luck symbol. So if we put this back kind of where it was, Aries, right? You have one, two, three good luck energies in your relationships this month. Very, very beautiful. So if it starts off like maybe some challenges and getting more serious about things, don't forget that there's all this beautiful abundance and good luck and striving for that balance with the yin and yang there, okay? Last thing I'll say here, Aries, a little bit in the past, okay, along with that raccoon penis bone being in the past here on the white mat, you also had the baby here right on the line. So this could be your kids or someone else's, or a childlike energy in the past, okay, perhaps making whatever is here in the future, current, present energies possible because it started back here in the past. So maybe even being more proactive or aggressive with that masculine energy, with bringing some kind of childlike energy here into our relationships. So maybe being more playful. This energy started in the past, but then it switches here, Aries, to being more serious and then dealing with the challenges and getting organized about the challenges in our relationships with ourselves and others, okay? But lots of beautiful things happening here, again, with the abundance and the balance with the yin and yang and the three different symbols for good luck, okay? Very, very beautiful. All right. So I hope some of this makes sense for you, or it will later. But always feel free to let me know, guys, in the comments or privately. But yeah, that is your reading, dear Aries, for January, or a little bit beyond, or in the past even. Whenever you see this message, there may be something in it for you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put the camera back up where it was so I can see you guys again, and we can kind of clean off the bones and charms here. Okay. So just because of, oops, can't see me at all, but I wanted you to be able to see the bones and charms too a little bit. There we go. Just because of time's sake, and I'm losing light outside, I may take a quick break right now and then come back with a separate video for Taurus, just because I don't like to rush my readings when I'm getting messages. So yeah, I probably will do that real quickly, but then I will be back, guys, with the Taurus reading, and I'll change the titles and everything so this one doesn't include Taurus anymore. So sorry about that, guys. But like I said, we have a lot of snow here and on the East Coast, and it's been difficult trying to get the dogs out because the snow is taller than my little doggies, and they don't want to go out. So I've been trying to get them out while the sun is out still. But yes, anyway, guys, I will be back in a little bit with the Taurus reading. So anyway, Aries and everybody, enjoy this time period. Enjoy all that good stuff that was in your reading. And I will be back shortly, and we'll continue on with the rest of the signs through, excuse me, through January.